Jamie, Holy Power is a newcomer for you in race number 2. Obviously, it's absolutely littered with newcomers. His recent trial with the blinkers on looked pretty good at Happy Valley.
Yeah, he seems to be coming along okay. He's a horse that arrived from New Zealand. He's by a stallion called Power, who's sort of shown that he can, leave a horse that goes okay here in Hong Kong. So I think he's a horse that will probably find the 1200 a little bit short of his best distance in time, but it's a nice place to kick him off, and he's drawn a nice low gate, and hopefully he can have a nice experience.
Just on his trials here for you, Jamie, I think he's had 4 all up. You've tried varying pieces of headgear on. Was that just a case of process of elimination to find out what perhaps works for him?
He's a horse that can overthink things a little bit in the morning, get up on his toes a little bit, and we will play around with things. Blinkers just to try and enhance his focus a little bit. But yeah, he seems to be coming along okay, but whatever he does on Sunday, he'll improve with.
For those that might not be too sort of au fait with the New Zealand trials form, how sort of strong or not so strong perhaps were his New Zealand trials in your opinion?
His trials were only okay at home. He didn't jump out of the ground like some of the other horses that have arrived up here, but you've got to treat them all as individuals, and some horses get here and acclimatise better and settle in better than others, and then their performance can change. So his trials in New Zealand were only okay, but his trials here have been quite encouraging. But yeah, we'll just sort of take him as we find him. He probably hasn't got the speed of some of the other horses that are debuting, but hopefully with a bit of time, maybe the all-weather, maybe Happy Valley, he's got a few things going for him.
Yeah, ready to do himself justice, you think, for his first day out?
Well, he's drawn a nice low gate, so he's going to get his chance, isn't he? But he could be a horse that is looking for a little bit further. Just keep that in the back of your mind.
Antoine Hamelin, Cape Breton is one of your rides this weekend, and that was a really impressive debut performance from him, Antoine.
Yeah, a bit surprised for the first day with him. We decided to ride him quietly, and he gave me a very nice, strong finish. So I was very, very happy about this performance. I hope he will repeat it.
Absolutely. I mean, he was a huge price, of course, on that occasion. And did he sort of surprise you with the manner in which he sort of travelled and finished off, or had you and the team sort of fully expected that?
I don't have the luck to ride him in the morning, so I don't even really know how is it. But because of the draw last time, we decided to ride him quietly. This time we have a better draw, small field, so I guess if we can be midfield with the same finish, he can be very competitive.
Given that he's won a couple of times over 14 in Australia, as you say, he has got a better draw. Do you think perhaps he is a horse that could be ridden that bit more positively?
Yeah, no, I will not say very positive, but just a little bit more positive than last time should be enough to finish a bit closer.
He is a 4-year-old. Obviously, there's always plenty of hype around the 4-year-olds. I mean, he's obviously got a little bit still to go, but he's arrived on a decent sort of mark. Do you think he's the type that might be able to mix it with some of the better ones?
Yeah, I think 12 suits him well. Maybe his kind of horse need to be off the pace a bit, and that's what he need to finish strongly. He made it really well last time on 12, so I will say stick on it.
He just looks a really nice improver, doesn't he, I suppose, if he can build on that debut performance?
Yeah, exactly, and I'm pretty sure he improved a lot on the last race. He gets some confidence for sure, so let's see what he can do.
Jamie, Handsome Rebel, I imagine, is a horse that's quite well respected in your stable. He tries the all-weather this weekend, something a little bit different for him?
Yes, so he's got good form on the all-weather from previous seasons, and this race was sort of 10 days from his last win, and he's a horse that's thriving on his racing, so why not have a go? And he's sort of shown that he likes the surface, so we'll give him a crack.
It was a good win last time on a big night, IJC night, and as you say, he just continues to hold his form, this horse, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's carried the stable for the early part of the season anyway, so we owe him a huge debt. But hopefully he can carry on. He's gone up a fair bit in the rating points, but Victor's won on him before, and he gets five pounds off from a low gate, so he's got a few things in his favour.
Just in that regard, in regards to ratings, I mean, I had a look at his all-weather win. That was off of 52. He's rated 48 here. Do you think you might just have a little bit up your sleeve, possibly coming to the surface now?
Well, we're going to find out on Sunday. We haven't done much with him, but he's certainly a happy and healthy horse. He's eating well. So yeah, there's no reason why he can't run well again. He's a horse that likes to get up on the speed, and there's a fair bit of speed in the race. So hopefully he can just get a nice run in behind them and be given his chance.
drawn well to get there as well in gate number 1.
Yeah, for sure. It shouldn't make things too difficult for Victor, and he has won on the horse before.
Is it a matter of sort of options, or is it just a case of timing, perhaps more so that he's running on the all-weather here from his last run?
Well, we've just got a few horses backed up in that Class 4 grade, so we thought a horse that's shown form on the surface before, why not get him back to it? But yeah, he seems to be going well, and hopefully he can run well. We're battling a bit at Sharton, so hopefully he can give us a hand.
Derek, Fiery Diamond, did a really good job last time out. You've retained the ride on him. All weather, Benno Leung, his horses. I guess there's no better combination at the moment.
Yes, he ran very good last start. We have a good draw, and the track is good for him. The weather is good for him, and he was up in front was quite easy, so he quite smooth in the race. So that's how he finished very strong. And this time with outside draw and inside a couple horses, we try to go forward. And if the pace is stable for him, he can be handy and he will run good.
From a rider's perspective, is it quite impressive the way this horse sort of travels on the all-weather? Because he's 3 from 3 this season, and he seems to be loving the surface.
Yes, last season he always used to be jump fast and big keen, and this season he's more mature. You can see he more relaxed during the race, and last time he have good draw, he jumped sharp, and he quite relaxed in front, and he saved the energy until last 400. Yeah.
You must have been impressed, Derek, with the way he won. I mean, you had a glance around. I mean, you were 3.5 lengths clear at the finish. I mean, he's just racing so well, this horse.
Yeah, he do. He condition on the all-weather is very good, and last time he don't have too much weight on his back, so he quite comfortable, quite good.
Talking of weights and measures, 7 pounds extra, 10 points more. They're not making it easy for him, are they?
Yeah, because the way how he win, can't say anything, but just depend the pace.
You mentioned the pace, of course. Obviously, you're drawn 9 this time around. They usually go quick in these types of races. Is it a necessity that he does lead, or would you be happy taking a lead on him, perhaps?
Well, he doesn't need to be lead, because last time we don't want him to be lead. We just want him to be handy with cover, but wish he jumped good and smooth, so just let him do what he comfortable. And this time will be the same. If he jump sharp, just go handy, go forward, just smooth.
You and Benno have got a decent little record. I think you've only ridden for him 4 times before this meeting, and that's a couple of winners. So I imagine you'd like to stay on them, especially on the all-weather, because they're racing so well.
Yeah, I need to thank you for the trainer Benno. He's been supporting me quite a few years. And yeah, I'd like to keep riding winner with him.
He looks a strong ride, Fiery Diamond, and hopefully he might make it 4 from 4.
Thank you very much. Try my best.
Silvestre, Stunning Impact is a horse who really has found form. It seemed to take him an age to finally win one, but just recently he's been racing extremely well. Must be looking forward to riding him again.
Yes, he's an improving horse in my eyes, and I think he's just got now in the top form, and he should have gone to this race with a decent chance again.
What do you make of the distance for him, Silvestre? Now he's had a few goes at this sort of trip. Do you think because he's a horse in form, he might just be able to sort of get away with it this time, if you will?
And I hope so. We got a kind gate, and I always think in the back of my mind he won this trip, and everything was happening too quick for him early on. But the last time he showed me a bit more speed, and I hope things can go in his way this time, and I'm very confident he get the trip well.
How impressed were you with his recent trial? I mean, visually it looked quite good.
Yes, I was. I thought his last trial was really nice, and I didn't do much. I just sat on him quietly, and he finished it very strong.
He's up 18 points this season, Silvestre. Obviously, Piering's done a great job with him. How much more juice can we squeeze out of this orange, do you think?
Well, I think could be another one on the bag. I don't know if it's this time or when it's going to be, but what I have to say, Pierre's horse is in great form and he's doing a fantastic job. And no, I couldn't be more pleased with the horse, and I believe the trainer is very happy as well.
Talking of more in the bag, that was a nice evening on Wednesday for you at Happy Valley. Obviously, that momentum continues to roll. Well and truly bedded in now in Hong Kong for yourself, and right up there in the Premiership in 3rd place at the moment as well.
Yeah, it's nice, and it's not easy to ride winners over here, and especially Happy Valley, and I was very lucky to get three nice horses, and you know, I just hope they can improve from their own and can build on the career from more, you know. But he's good. I'm pleased the way things going, and you know, I hope can always get better.
Always good to get on horses like this, I suppose.
Absolutely, yeah, you know, and you know, I hope keep going and working hard, and I hope to get some nice horses.